getting spot
dumb
shot.
Falco stuff that leads to But I think you're a good enough player where that I feel like you should be able to execute properly, and you shouldn't be using that as an excuse. If you mess up, even me, I'll mess up and I die. And you know what I do?
You
just-
do? You
yeah.
seriously do?
Yeah, I mess up and die all the time. But why bicker about it when you're just like next stock? It's like why do? Because like sometimes you will. It happens to everyone. Even Armada, who never messes up, will sometimes get hit by a spot dodge, whatever, and take a lot of percent. It happens. You can't. It's hard. Like I said in my little Mango documentary, it's like Melee. You're trying to be as perfect as you can, but it's impossible. It's impossible to play this game perfectly,
That's why it's good.
and that's why it's amazing. So sometimes you will mess up, and that's life. But what you shouldn't have it affect your whole.
You know, you actually said something 6 years ago that actually stuck with me, where it was the first time I ever heard it. It fucking blew my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Where I've been going to tournaments for about a year and a half at this point. This was 2010, pound 4. So you were on top of you were easily best player in the world at this point. And I think it was the third round of pools. You were in a pool with G Money and Replicate
Mm-hmm.
and someone else in there. And Joe was playing somebody, and we were watching. I didn't really know you that well at this point, but you were watching Joe, and you're kind of cheering for him a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And Joe SD'd or something. He was like up, and then he SD'd, and he was down.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just said, it's okay, it didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, it didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, but it did happen. But he's saying it didn't
It
happen.
didn't
It
happen.
didn't happen.
And you're not even you didn't even say that's okay. Pretend like it didn't happen. You just said it didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
Just that's it. It's gone.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, huh. And that's exactly. And 6 years later, here we are.
Because, like I always say, you pretty much like you should never let your previous stock, whatever happened there, happen there. You play a cajillion stocks of Melee in your life, and this stock should never carry on to the next stock. Every new stock is a whole new world. It's kind of like Counter-Strike, where every new round, even if you haven't got a kill in 8 rounds, it's a whole new round. It's a whole new world of potential. So, like, Melee's the same thing. Like, yeah, you SD'd or you got Shine Spike, but it's a whole new stock. You don't know what's going to happen. And if you let that stock affect you, then all of a sudden this stock is being affected by this stock for no reason. When this stock should be its own person and thing and should not be bothered by this stock. This stock and this stock, they're just in it together as 4, but they should not. Everyone's doing their own thing,
They're on the plane.
They're on the plane.
They're
Did
on
we
the
ever explain the plane?
Whole
Do you guys
new-
know about the